Have you tried implementing KPIs in your business but failed to see a material increase in performance? Or are you simply looking to implement KPIs in your business for the first time and unsure where to start? Well, in today's video, I'm going to show you how to use KPIs effectively in your business that will help you identify performance issues, make some positive changes, and really drive your business forwards. If you're a business owner or a manager and you're not using real data to help with your decision making, you're really increasing the risk of making a bad choice. Now, a classic example of this is hiring more staff when everything feels busy, without looking to see if there are actually other performance issues. Now, making a bad decision at this point in time could easily lead to a bloated team that can quickly drain your resources. So what is the purpose of a KPI? The purpose of a KPI is to measure how effectively a goal is being achieved. And it does this by measuring where you are and comparing it to where you want to be. A KPI just spits out an objective figure. So that is a number, a dollar value, a percentage, etc. But the most important thing is it is free from any personal biases, feelings, or opinions. And a KPI can also be used to motivate your team. It can provide a target for your team to work towards, and it really works well with those goal-driven team members. So where do KPIs fit within your business? KPIs do not live alone. They are part of a performance evaluation system. So let's go to the tablet. I'll draw this out for you to make it a little bit easier for you guys to understand and absorb. So at the top of the performance evaluation system, we have our strategy. So the strategy is our longer 3 to 5 year sort of direction of the business. So to put that simply, it is the markets we want to play in and our competitive advantages in those markets. Underneath that, we have our goals, and we need these to be SMART goals. So its goals are our shorter 3 to 12 month objectives, and they need to be cascaded down through your business from top to bottom. So that's really important because we need every layer of your business or every division to be all working towards the same direction. Underneath that, we have our plans. And the plans are the actions we take to try and achieve those goals. So for a single goal, we may have a number of different initiatives. So they need to be done well and implemented well. And underneath all of that, we have our KPIs. So they sit at the bottom, and again, they just provide that objective measure that works and shows how well those plans are working in achieving those goals. And if you're achieving those goals, it's going to bring you much closer to achieving that strategy. So now that we know the purpose of KPIs and where they fit within your business, let's have a look at how we use them to close that performance gap that we identify. So how we do this is we use a simple 3-step framework. So it's a cycle, and again, we'll go back to the tablet and I'll draw this out. It's much easier for you guys to understand if I draw it out. So step 1 of the cycle is to measure and identify. And what we are measuring is the performance gap, but also we need to look at the causes. So the causes of any performance gap may be as simple as staff performance, it may be inefficient systems, you may be using the wrong suppliers, you may be working with the wrong customers, or it may be as simple as having bad weather for the period that you're measuring. The next step then is to make some plans. The whole idea of the plans has to be to close the gap, close that performance gap. So that may be as simple as changing the sales script, changing your marketing direction, looking at new suppliers, more training for yourself or for your staff. And then lastly, we need to act. So what this is all about is implementing change. And this is probably the most important step of it. It's very easy to measure, it's very easy to make plans, but being committed to making actions is very difficult. You need a lot of people on board to do that, and you need commitment. So I would say that is the most important step. And if you do that, we're right back at step one, where we are using the KPI to measure any performance gaps. We cycle back to the plans. We take some new actions to try and get a better result. And if you cycle through that several times, you should definitely see an increase in performance. So that's how that 3-step process works. So work on that within your business and you should see an increase in performance. Now we've talked about the purpose of a KPI, where that fits within the performance evaluation system, and how to use that 3-step cycle to close that performance gap. You should be in a good position in your business. If you need any help and you want to identify those performance issues, implement some change and really drive and move your business forwards, please click on one of the links around this video, book a quick 15-minute call with someone in our team. We'll talk you through where your business is currently at, help you identify some financial goals, and then give you some tips on how to get started.